Hi y'all, thanks for joining me today. I'm Anita Louise. I am going to show you guys today how to make some adorable little crochet gift card holders. They are the perfect addition to any little gift card gift because it makes it so personalized. And I even decorated mine with some cute little flowers from, you guessed it, some of my favorite little vintage pattern books. So I will link the pattern down below for those. I will also link the pattern for my little gift card holders, and you can also crochet them along with me because this is going to be a fun, easy to follow little video crochet tutorial crochet along. That was a long name. We'll call it a video crochet along tutorial. I don't know. Anyways, you get the idea. So you can either crochet them along with me or just check out the pattern and make them yourself. All right, so stay tuned. All right, so we've got everything we need. We've got our size 10 crochet cotton. We've got our size 7 crochet hook. It's a 1.5 millimeter. We've got our scissors. I have a little flower embellishment that I'm going to add to my gift card holder. I will link the pattern for this down below. It's a vintage pattern. I've also got some buttons for embellishment. One is just embellishment. It's going to go in the center of my flower, and the other one is actually going to be used to button our gift card holder closed. And then a little needle that is big enough to fit your yarn through, but small enough to fit through the buttons. Actually, I haven't tested that. Let's see if it fits. Ooh, yay, just barely. Okay, perfect. So now, for right now, all we're going to need is the crochet cotton and our crochet hook. So let's get started with our gift card carrier tutorial crochet along. So I am going to go ahead and make a slip knot. And you guys know me, I like my little pretzel method. So swoop it around. There's, oh, doesn't quite look like a pretzel, but you get the idea. Scoop it up. Oh, there we go. There's my slip knot. And I'm going to chain 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And now we are going to count to our 6th chain away from our hook, and we're going to double crochet in it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. Now we're going to double crochet in that 6th chain and in the next 2 chains. All right, there we go. Now we are going to get that last double crochet in there. There we go. Okay, so we've got a little loop here and 3 double crochets, and we're going to chain 1, and I'm going to skip 1 chain and do 3 more double crochets in the next 3 chains after that. Okay, so skip 1, and then in the next one we're going to do, so skip, there we go, a double crochet and another double crochet in the next one, and a double crochet in the next one. And now I'm going to repeat that. So we're going to chain 1, skip 1 chain on our bottom chain, and then we're going to double crochet into the next 3. So skip this one, and then we're going to go 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and 3 double crochets. There we go. Okay, now we should have 5 chains left, and what we're going to do is slip stitch into the very first chain that we made. So go ahead and grab that chain, and you got to make sure. Sometimes I accidentally grab the slip knot and then it starts, like, you know, pulling and loosening. So make sure that slip knot's really tight, and make sure you're actually going into the first chain. So it should be right here. And just do a little slip stitch right in there. There we go. Now, oh, what did I do? There we go. Now what should happen is we should have a loop on either side and 3 sets of double crochets in the middle. There we go. So if you have that, then we're ready to move on to our rounds. Now the rest of the project is worked just like a regular granny square. So if you know how to make a traditional granny square, this will be pretty easy for you. We just gotta get our little corners started, and then you'll be able to just go round and round like a regular granny square. So we are starting round 2, and we're just going to chain 3. So we've got a 1, a 2, a 3. Now we're going to put 2 double crochets in this loop that we just made. So just double crochet down into that loop. There's 1 and 2. Now we're going to chain 2 and do 3 double crochets in this loop. 1, 2, 3. Now we are going to chain 2 and do 3 more double crochets in this loop. 1, 2, 3. All right, so that is going to be the first corners of our triangle. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I just crocheted right over my tail to kind of cover it up. And I'm just going to go ahead and snip it so it's not like confusing to have a weird piece of string hanging out there, because I feel like I've gone over it enough times that it will be hidden and covered and oops. And so I can snip that off. There we go. Very nice. So we have our first corner of our rectangle. Now, we are going to chain 1. And in the next 1 chain space, we're going to do 3 double crochets. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and we're going to repeat that. Chain 1, 3 double crochets in the next 1 chain space. 1, 2, 3. And now we are going to make the other corner, the other 2 corners of our rectangle over here. So we're going to chain 1 and do 3 double crochets in this next loop. 1, 2, oh, that was 3. Chain 2. I'm a little distracted. What is that noise going on outside of my house? All right, so sorry. So we just did 3 double crochets and chain 2. Now we're going to do 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and chain 2. And now 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So you'll notice every time we do a corner, we have a chain 2, And every time we're going in between just our regular rows, it's a chain 1. So just like a regular granny square. All right, so now we're going to chain 1 and do 3 double crochets into that next little 1 chain space. So we've got 1, 2, and 3, and chain 1 and do 3 more double crochets right here in the next 1 chain space. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. So chain 1. Now we're going to slip stitch into the top of this very first chain, our chain 3. So let's just slip stitch right in there. There we go. So we should have 2 corners of our rectangle, and that is our little basis of our little granny square. So now we're just going to keep on going round and round, and like I said, if you know how to make a granny square, then you'll know how to finish this project. You're going to need 6 rows all together. So we have made 2 so far, so you just need 4 more. So what we're going to do is slip stitch over to this next open space here. 1, 2, 3 little slip stitches gets me over to that space, and now I'm just going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do 2 more double crochets in this corner. And then since it is a corner, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and do 3 more double crochets in this corner. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to chain 1 and do 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet to make another corner. So 1, 2, 3 double crochets. Now chain 2, 1, 2, 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We've got 2 corners. Very cool. Chain 1 and 3 double crochets in this next 1 chain space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochets into the next one, into the next 1 chain space. There's 2, there's 3, chain 1, 3 double crochets in our 1 chain space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet to make another corner. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, chain 2, there's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet to make another corner. There's 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 1, 2, 3, chain 1, because now we're going up the side. So let's do chain 3, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochets in the next 1 chain space. 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochets in the next chain space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and now we're back to our starting stitch. We're going to slip stitch into the top of our chain 3. Whoop, where am I going there? There we go. And then just slip stitch over to our open space. Gonna slip stitch into our double crochet and our next double crochet and then into our open space. There we go. Now, so that row that we just did, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 more rows exactly like that. All right, so I will fast forward to the place where I have those all done and I will meet you guys again. All right, so I'm on my very last chain 1, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to chain 1, slip stitch into the top of my chain 3 right here, and finish that off. I'm just going to pull my yarn up a little bit and just snip it. There we go. Pull it on through. Swoop. Now, because we're going to just stitch right over that anyways, you need 2 of these. So repeat that process so that you have 2 of these little squares, because we're going to be putting them together and sewing them up to form our little gift card holder, okay? So this is the part where you get to choose what color you want your edging to be around your little gift card holder. Swoop. All right, final decision. So we've got our darker yarn, our new color, our contrast color. We are going to take our 2 little gift card holders. We're going to put them back to back. So find the back of your work and we're going to put them back to back, so that the pretty sides of our stitching will be showing on both sides. And I'm going to, let's see, connect our thread in one of our corners over here. So we're going to do that by making our little pretzel slip knot. There we go, little pretzel. And going to take this right here, just insert my hook into this the chain 2 of a corner, and then into the next one, into the chain 2 of a corner. I'm just going to yarn over and make a single crochet in this corner. All right, now we're going to do another single crochet. Pull that through, single crochet. And now we have 2 single crochets in a corner. So, and there will be 2 single crochets in every corner. And now we're going to do a single crochet on the top of every double crochet. So you're going to insert your hook into the top double crochet. Then you're going to insert your hook into the top of the double crochet that is behind. So there we go. Okay. If you notice, I'm also just crocheting right over this little tail. So you don't even have to get rid of that. I'm going to crochet over it for a while so that it's covered up. There we go. So we're going to pull that through. And we've got 1 single crochet on our double crochet. Then we're going to go into the next double crochet and into the double crochet in the back. There we go. And draw up a loop, 2 single crochet. Now into the 3rd double crochet, same thing, and into that double crochet. There we go. Now we've come to our 1 chain space. We're just going to insert our hook and pull up a loop, single crochet right there. So there will be, as we go along, 1 single crochet in the top of the double crochets, each double crochet, 1 single crochet in every 1 chain space, and 2 single crochets in the corners. So we're going to, let's see, I'm going to continue this on down next to this corner right here, and then we're going to do something special right here. So I will do a fast forward speedy crochet for you guys, so you can see what we're doing when we get to that first corner. Okay, so I'm almost to the end. I still have 2 more double crochets and my corner to do, but we're going to do something special here. So first of all, I'm going to snip off this yarn because I think I've covered it with enough stitches. It should be nice and covered. There we go. Okay, so we are going to single crochet in the next 2 double crochets. And now, okay, now we're going to do something different. So this is our first corner, but this is where we're going to make the opening for our little gift card. So we're going to put 1 single crochet in our corner. Oops. And then we are going to kind of fold this piece forward because we're going to be working only on the back side now. So we're not going to connect this because we need a place where we can slide our gift card in, and it's going to be right here. So we're going to make our second single crochet only in the back one. There we go. Whoop. And now we're going to do our single crochets over these double crochets, but only on this back one. So we're going to do 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochets, and then we're going to do a single crochet in our 1 chain space, and then single crochet over the next 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and single crochet into the next 1 chain space. Now we're going to single crochet over the next double crochet and the next one. But now here we are at the very, very center of our gift card holder. This is where we are going to put our little loop for our button. So before we continue on down, we are going to chain 20. Yep. My yarn's getting a little twisty here. All right, so chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And we are going to slip stitch on the top of the single crochet, the last single crochet that we made. So do a little slip stitch right there. And now we have a little button loop. That's it. So now we can single crochet into the top of the next double crochet and into the 1 chain space right here. And just a little tip. While we're here, you've got your chain 20. You can go ahead and make sure that the button you've selected is going to fit through that, because if you use like a much bigger button, you might need to do more than just chain 20. But my button, it's like, I think like a 1/2 inch button. But if you wanted a great big, like fancy big one, you just need to do maybe like a chain 30 or 40 to make your loop a little bigger. But for ours, just regular size, this would be like a button that you'd see on like a regular button-down shirt, you know, so it's about that size. It's a regular size button. So now we can continue on down with our single crochet in the top of the next 3 double crochets. Push that loop out of the way there. There's a 1, there's 2, there's 3, and then a single crochet in our 1 chain space. Single crochet in the top of the next 3 double crochets. And then once we've gotten to our corner, we're going to do 1 single crochet. But then we're going to start stitching this back together again. So fold that one back over on top of it. Now for this double crochet, or sorry, for this single crochet, we're going to go through both of our gift card sides. Single crochet, and now we will start sewing them together again by going into both of the double crochets. Oops, there we go. There's one and two and three. All three double crochets. So just continue on down, and remember, remember that you are going to put a single crochet through the top of every double crochet, one single crochet through each one chain space, and 2 single crochets in your corner, and then back on down. And of course we're going to sew this side together and this side together, and I will meet you right here. All right, I'm on my last 2 double crochets. I'm just going to single crochet through them. There we go. And now we're just going to slip stitch into the top of our very first single crochet and just chain 1 to finish this off. Let's snip our thread and pull it on through. Pull it nice and tight. There we go. And now we can just kind of weave this end through a couple times and run it through some stitches, however you like to finish off your work. I'm going to show you guys how I finish mine off. So let's see if I can show you this on camera. So I pull it through the tops of my stitches just a couple times. Oh. And to pull it onto the back. I like to run my yarn through the bottoms of my stitches to finish it off. So I run through the bottom of my stitches. Yep. It's a little bit tight, but and just pull that yarn through. And I'll do that through a couple of them. So let's take it through a couple more of these. There we go. I feel like it just makes my yarn like really secure, like it's not going to go anywhere. There we go. So we've got it through about 4 of those stitches. So let's pull that on through. Everybody has their own way of finishing off their work, but that's how I like to do mine. So, and I feel like it works really well. Like you don't see it, and it just really stays under there because the bottoms of those stitches are so nice and tight that it seems like a good place to hide some thread. All right, now I'm going to show you guys where we're putting our button. And yeah, so we're going to take a little bit of this yarn. And let's see, should I use the darker peach or the lighter peach to sew my button on? I think, let's use the lighter peach for this one. It'll be a cute little contrast. So I'm going to take a little bit of my yarn and just snip it off. Don't need too much, just a couple of inches here. I'm going to try to thread this needle right here. Come here, little needle. Okay. Oh, that was easy. All right, now the button is going to go in the center of your 3rd row down. So right here, that's where our button is going to go, so the middle of the 3rd row. So, and what I do is I kind of wrap my stitches around this double crochet right here. So that's how I do it. So I'm just going to take my needle and pull it underneath that double crochet. There we go, and don't pull it all the way through. Just let that yarn kind of dangle. Now I'm going to take my button and run my needle through it, up and down. And then I'm going to run my needle back under that double crochet again. So let's see. Make sure my X is going in the right direction. There we go. So So lift up and go like this. And then we're going to go back through the button, through this bottom hole that we haven't been through yet. And then back through the top right. And then just run my needle under my double crochet again, under that center double crochet. There we go, and that is it. And then just pull both those ends kind of tight. Now you can repeat that process if you want to double up your stitches on here, but this is not really a button that's going to get a whole lot of wear and tear, so I don't think we really need to do too much with it. So now I just tie a little knot under that button with my two ends here. Oh, it's a little bit hard to show you while I'm holding it up. A little hard to do. There we go. Tie a little knot. I do left over right, right over left to do a little square knot under there. That's it. And then we can snip our ends off. And our button is secure. There we go. Now you can see our little loop will fit perfectly right over it. Very good. Now on the other side, I'm going to do just a little embellishment. And it's just a cute little flower. I'm just going to put it in the little bottom corner right here. And then I think I will put a little button on top of it too, because I think that'd be kind of cute. And then we'll see our, our little buttons all match from front to back. So I'm just going to stitch that on, but you can do whatever little embellishments you like, or you can do no embellishments because it's pretty darn cute as it is. Pretty darn pretty. So I just grab my yarn here. Alright, and once you've got your little embellishment stitched on, your little gift card holder is all finished. Adorable and ready to give. Very nice. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed making some adorable little vintage inspired cute little flowery gift card holders. I'm sure the people that you give them to will just love them. It's just such a cute little way to make a gift card so personalized and so adorable. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like this, more fun, easy to follow little crochet projects, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and you'll get a new project every week. Bye.